What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Goldenvolt, and I am back again with another Madden 19 Team of the Week predictions video for Week 3. It has been an absolutely crazy week, some crazy upsets in the NFL. For example, the Bills absolutely demolished the Vikings, and I'm probably going to say this more than once, but I'm just saying the Browns have a better record than the New England Patriots. It's Baker season. In Week 1 of the Team of the Week predictor video, I think we had 50% of the items correct, which is actually pretty good in my opinion because there's so many players who could get cards. So we had 50% the first week. The second week we had 57%, so we're getting better and better every week. I hope to get up to 60% this week, maybe even a little bit better. If you guys enjoy the series, I would appreciate it if you scroll down and leave a like and subscribe if you're not already to join the Volt Squad. We're about to hit 1.6 thousand subscribers, and it really warms my heart knowing that people tune in every single week to check out the videos. So if you are enjoying the content, it would be greatly appreciated for you to leave a like and subscribe. Let's get right into the video. Actually, as it is pretty often, gold was probably the hardest for me to decide this week because so many players in that silver to gold range had such good weeks, so it was hard to only narrow it to 4, but I had to. So let's start off with Matt Milano for the Bills. Good old Matthew had an absolutely monster game. He had 8 tackles along with a sack, an interception, and 2 passes defended, so a very great game for Matt, definitely earning him a new gold Team of the Week card. Coming up next, we have halfback Kerryon Johnson. Man, hit the music. Carry on my wayward son. Kerryon was the first Lions running back since 2013 when Reggie Bush did it to break 100 yards. It's probably one of the weirdest stats in the NFL because I feel like getting a 100-yard rusher really isn't that hard to do. Maybe not every single game, but to only have one in the past few years is absolutely crazy. So Kerryon Johnson definitely had a very solid game, broke that Lions dry spell. I think it's the longest in NFL history. And if the Lions are smart, they will continue moving forward with Kerryon Johnson taking the majority of the snaps, and he definitely will get some more upgrades in Madden Ultimate Team if the Lions give him that opportunity. Next, we have wide receiver for the Dolphins, Jakeem Grant. I actually had this guy in Team of the Week predictor, I think week 1 because of his punt return touchdown. Alas, he did not get it. So this week he did have a better game, getting 2 touchdowns and 70 yards receiving. Very good for such a low-end gold player. Definitely going to get a gold Team of the Week card this week in my opinion. And finally, we have Kerry Wynn for the New York Football Giants. He had 6 tackles, 1 forced fumble, and a pass defended in the victory against the Texans. So that was the golds. Next, let's move into the low elite cards for this week, starting off with Xavier Howard, a very underrated, very solid cornerback for the Miami Dolphins. Ended up getting 2 interceptions along with a tackle, and the Dolphins are 3-0, probably the most surprising record so far in the NFL. So Xavier Howard has been a great part of that team and definitely deserves a new upgrade. Next, probably the best performance out of any player in the NFL this week, Calvin Ridley. Obviously the rookie wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons, number 2 to Julio Jones, and perhaps number 1 in putting Julio Jones in the 2nd spot. This week he had 146 yards and 3 touchdowns. Absolutely bonker stat line, especially for a rookie wide receiver. I feel like unless you're Odell Beckham or somebody like that, rookie wide receivers really don't do anything that insane their first year, and this game from Calvin Ridley was absolutely wild. It was hard for me to put him on this list, however, because he was on a losing team and EA rarely gives cards to losing players, but with 146 yards and 3 touchdowns, you kind of have to give him a card. So I think Calvin Ridley definitely earned himself a new upgrade, and hopefully if he did, you did his rookie premier item in Madden 18 because you will get this card absolutely for free. Next, we have probably the weirdest game I've ever watched, the Bills, the Vikings. The Bills absolutely dominated the Vikings, who are Super Bowl favorites, and up until this week, people were saying that it was between the Bills and the Cardinals for the worst team in the NFL. Rookie Josh Allen was a huge part of that, getting 196 passing yards along with 1 passing touchdown and 2 rushing touchdowns. I myself am a Josh Allen hater, I have to admit. I think he's super raw, but if he can keep having games like this and keep molding himself into a better and better quarterback, maybe the Bills have somebody they can build off of in the future. But at least for now, this week he got them the W, getting him a new upgrade in Team of the Week. And finally, for the low elites, Dante Jackson, rookie for the Carolina Panthers, got 7 tackles and 2 interceptions, helping the Panthers defeat the Cincinnati Bengals this week, which I am very thankful for because the Bengals are in the Browns division. So thank you, Dante, and thank you, Panthers. Hopefully you'll get a new Team of the Week upgrade in Madden Ultimate Team. It is now time for the high elites, capping it off with Adrian Peterson. This is somebody I've had on the Team of the Week predictions in the past, and I was actually correct on, but he only got an 81 overall a couple weeks ago. Now, I think he's earned himself the right to the 85 high elite set card due to his performance this past week. He had 120 yards and 2 touchdowns, showing that vintage Adrian Peterson is still out there on the field. He's a little bit inconsistent from week to week, but this week he definitely helped the Redskins beat the Green Bay Packers, who are the obvious favorites. So great job, Adrian Peterson. That earns you a new Team of the Week Madden updated card. The 85 overall card for the defense was kind of weird because nobody really fit that spot. I kind of had to go with somebody who had a decent item already that just kind of makes sense for the 85, and that just so happens to be Wesley Woodyard. The Titans-Jags is probably the most boring game I've seen all year. I think it ended up being 9-6 or 6-3, something like that. No touchdowns, only field goals, but maybe that's at the hands of Wesley Woodyard after not allowing Blake Bortles to complete any touchdown passes after he completely dominated the Patriots last week. He had 12 tackles and a sack. I don't know if that's that great of a stat line enough for the 85, but in my opinion, it could earn him the high elite upgrade this week. Next, unfortunately, is Robert Woods, and I say unfortunately because I was playing him in fantasy this week. It's a 1-point PPR. It was really bad for me. Robert Woods, after coming off a little bit of a quiet early game, ended up with 104 yards and 2 touchdowns from Jared Goff. Very solid. Definitely the guy they're hoping to have at wide receiver 2 all year. Robert Woods is super fun to watch, super underrated wide receiver in my opinion, and definitely earns him a new card this week in Madden Ultimate Team. And finally, Derek Barnett, the guy who always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Definitely didn't have a stat line that jumps off the page, but it's all about the moment. He ended with 5 tackles and 1.5 sacks, but the sack he did get came on 4th down against Andrew Luck to seal the game for the Eagles. So while he only had 1 sack, it came at a time that helped the Eagles seal the victory this week. Derek Barnett has been super solid all year, and he definitely earns himself an upgrade in his sophomore season. Now, speaking of defensive end, let's talk about the best defensive end from that rookie class, and that is Myles Garrett, who I think, in my opinion, earned himself a spot as the Team of the Week defensive hero. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased, but let me tell you why it's not Khalil Mack before you jump down my throat, because I know you already have people in the comments typing up basically already saying, "But Volt, why is Khalil Mack not the hero? Khalil Mack had the better game. He had a great game last week and didn't get an upgrade." Guys, I'm telling you, I know EA is saving Khalil Mack for a bigger promo. They don't want to give him a +1 Team of the Week because he's such a big player, he's such a big name, and they know he can make them a lot of money. I totally am convinced Khalil Mack is going to get the most feared Halloween promo MasterCard, so I don't think EA wants to give him any of these lower +1 upgrades. So stop telling me on Twitter Khalil Mack's going to be the Team of the Week hero every single week. Myles Garrett was a big reason the Browns got their first victory in over 600 days, coming in with 3 tackles, 2 sacks, and a pass defended against rookie Sam Darnold on Thursday Night Football, prime time, baby. Myles Garrett's one of my favorite players in the NFL. Super hyped to draft him first overall last year, and I think this beast of a player definitely deserves an upgrade to be the Team of the Week defensive master. Unfortunately, and super oddly enough, he doesn't have a power-up card, so if you have this card, you're gonna have to just buy it outright. You're not gonna be able to get an upgrade path, which I think was super odd, but nonetheless, Myles Garrett is my choice for Team of the Week defensive hero. And finally, for the Team of the Week offensive hero, I have chosen running back Alvin Kamara. This guy is absolutely insane. One of the best and most fun players to watch week to week in the NFL, and I think you could argue, just like Khalil Mack, he should be getting an upgrade basically every single week. As a running back, he's currently 5th in the NFL in receiving yards. Unfortunately, this week he did not come down with a touchdown, so this one was a little bit difficult for me to decide between him, Michael Thomas, Christian McCaffrey, all players who I think had really solid games, but none of them had touchdowns. So I definitely took into account that Alvin Kamara should have had an upgrade a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a month ago, and I think he earned it this week, coming in with 66 rushing yards and 15 receptions for 124 yards as a running back. I know I keep emphasizing that, but that is absolutely insane to have a running back be top 5 in receiving yards, especially when the wide receiver on that team is also top 5 in receiving yards. If the Saints can figure it out on defense, this is somebody I would love to see in the Super Bowl because this offense is absolutely crazy. I don't want to go up against them any single week, even though the Browns almost beat them, but the offensive unit is absolutely insane, and Alvin Kamara definitely earned himself a Team of the Week hero this week. So guys, that is going to do it for my Team of the Week predictions. Let me know down below who you think is going to get all the cards, who you think is going to get a hero, the high elite, low elite, and gold. I really appreciate hearing all the feedback and your opinions because I can't just keep listening to myself every single week. That gets boring. I want to know what you guys think. If you guys did enjoy the video, again, leave a like and subscribe to join the Volt Squad. Like I said earlier, we are just about to hit 1.6 thousand subscribers. I greatly appreciate all the love and support in Madden 19, and it's only going to go up from here, guys. I'm going to keep grinding, keep making weekly videos for you guys. Hopefully you continue to enjoy. And until next time, guys, it's been Volt, and I'll catch you on the sticks. Later. Make the ground shake.